Netflix has graced us with its newest animated venture, The Monkey King. Is this another kick in the balls to Disney? And is it going to make another landmark in animation? Unfortunately, not really. I will say, to start off, the animation in this is kind of nice to look at. I love how vibrant it can be at times, and there's even one section I really like. It was a montage of the titular Monkey King slaying demons in this 2D art style, which was really nice to look at. And I honestly wish the whole movie would have been done in this style, but children nowadays, for some reason, can't fathom the idea of 2D animation as making good quality films. I mean, that's why Disney keeps churning out shit with its remakes. Now, this is an adaptation of this very old folklore tale of the Monkey King. I, however, cannot speak on how well this movie does it justice. Well, I will say the idea of the Monkey King traveling from heaven and hell and facing off against a bunch of demons makes for some really engaging fight scenes at least. However, I don't think people who are well knowledged about the tale is going to be okay with a generic and predictable plot like this. Halfway through the movie, an obvious plot twist happens, which I guess I won't spoil in this review in case you're curious to see it. But this plot point eventually leads the movie into its second act breakup, having a fucking liar reveal cliche. One of my biggest pet peeves, not just in animated movies, but movies in general. It's especially daunting when the audience knows the lie and we're all just waiting for it to be revealed to the character or characters that don't know about it yet. It's a plot point that always pisses me off. The voice acting in this is decent. It's an all Asian American cast, which of course fits the theme of this movie despite it being directed by a white guy, said white guy who previously directed The Boss Trolls, which in hindsight isn't an amazing movie, but from memory it's pretty good. I love the stop motion art style of it, and honestly I think this movie would have benefited more if it landed itself to stop motion instead of 3D animation. I honestly don't have much to say about this one. The story is very hollow, with the main protagonist who is extremely unsympathetic and absolutely unlikable and annoying. And by the end, he doesn't even have an arc. Like, we see glimpses of one, but it's unclear whether the Monkey King actually learns anything by the end of it. I honestly think if this was an Netflix series, while it would probably look even worse, it might hit with kids more. But that's the main thing. Do I think kids would like it? Probably. I mean, there's enough flashy colors and action to keep them engaged. The main character is super annoying, so children will absolutely relate to that. Hell, when the movie picks up steam, they have a villain do a villain song, which isn't even all that good. The Monkey King gets 2.5 stars from me. I appreciate what it's doing here, and I was fascinated in hearing what this folklore has to say, and even if it's very easy concept and theme to understand, I think in execution we are graced with a boring, pretty bland, predictable animated flick that will probably be forgotten in the depths of this hellscape we call Netflix. I think it's especially such a shame that a movie like this had to water down such a folklore tale as old as this. I feel like a lot of people are going to be pretty mad about that, so there's that at least.